guys, Calvin here, and joining me today is the Tree Man. And today we are doing a review of a Ktone Guitar. So, in today's review, we will be reviewing it in 4 different categories. And Mr. Tree Man, would you like to explain what they are?
Both value, what you get for the money, how much it costs and all that, looks, feel, and tone.
Alrighty then.
On a scale of 1 to 5, so...
Okay, so let's start off with what I think is probably the reason why you're going to buy this guitar. And that is, well, just look at it. Basically, it seems like you bought it because it was a cheap guitar, but the looks to it is what kind of caught my attention when you showed me the picture of it. Is I think it looks nice, and I feel like if I were to be given this guitar, I would want it just because of the looks, just because of the body style. I mean, it looks nice from a while, from like a far back, but once you start to get up close, it does really show where it's pretty bad. And so, for example, the biggest thing that I noticed is this pick guard is really bad. It looks like they just ended up cutting this on a hem saw or even used a jigsaw and just went with it. Alright, screw it to it. But one thing that I notice is right here, probably hard for you guys to see it, right here, really bad. I mean, there's probably worse, but I have not seen it. And you can see that it is a 3-ply pickguard. However, though, it is terrible. You really get your money's worth when it comes to the look on some things on this guitar. Now we'll turn it around and show you what the back is like. And the back is not bad. It's just, it's pretty simple. There's nothing really to it other than the color.
So, what would you rate the looks then?
I mean, I want to rate the looks to be probably about, I want to say a 3. I mean, I would like to give it a higher rating on looks instead of a 3 out of 5. But with what is bad about the guitar, what you notice when you're playing, when you're looking at it, it really falls apart at that point. But
I like the, I guess you'd call it mint green or seafoam, whatever. It suits it. But, you know, yeah, it looks cool. I think it really stands out. But I'd give it a 3 out of 5 as well.
Alright guys, so let's talk about the craftsmanship of this guitar. Right at first, you know, definitely thought it did look good. And then, you know, you start to realize it. In some areas, it's just bad. Let's just show the paint first. Zach said he liked the paint. And, okay, you know, that's his opinion. I don't like it, but there is something we both do agree on. And it is the fact that right here, it looks like someone just dragged it across the ground right here. And in some areas, it feels like there is way more paint than what should be on it. It doesn't really seem like you could see anything, but it doesn't feel even. You know, it's doable. It's just, if you want something really nice and you're expecting to get something nice. This is not going to be it. That, I don't like that. I don't like some facts that there's some nicks here and there. It's just, things aren't correct. Yeah, it feels like it's in there. But you switch and it's like, wow, that's louder than my playing. And it probably is. Some things do seem like they are actually nice. Which, I'll give it to them. The bridge right here.
It's quite nice.
It is nice. It's not bad. It does its job. I'm sure there are plenty of other good ones out there that do their jobs and will do it better than this one. But for the price, the bridge is actually probably one of the better things about it. This tremolo here, I just found out that it works. And I didn't even think it would. But the tremolo arm in it, and you start to... One, it just sits in there. There's nothing to hold it in place. There's no set screw. There's nothing. You just... Oops. Once you have it in and, you know, you're playing at an angle so that it doesn't come out. At first, I tried to get it to budge at all. And I was like, this tremolo does not work. This is a lie. But as I decided to try it again, I did actually get it to move. But once it moves, it stays right wherever you move it. And it will stay in whatever tuning it ends up in. So don't expect very much from that aspect of the guitar. And I'm going to move to the neck, because this is where I, for some reason, just completely and totally dislike this guitar. When I pick up a guitar, if the neck does not feel right, I don't want to play it. The neck should feel however you think a guitar should feel. And this, it feels rough. It almost has this very, very fine sandpaper feeling to it. It feels like it needed to be sanded a little bit more. And they claim that it's beautiful maple. No, something off about it. The only thing that I think that they actually are correct about is that it has the rosewood. And as far as I can tell, it actually is there. It's not like a sticker, how some manufacturers do that.
Oh yeah.
They feel like they kind of want to jump when you're tuning it. New tuners would probably be a really good idea. I mean, just one way it feels like there's a bit of a that it feels like it's not tough, but it tries to resist, and then the other way, it just wants to jump wherever your fingers are going to take it.
Yeah.
And it does say that it does come with a truss rod, which it does. But after looking down in it, it looks like it is somewhat far. And it doesn't look like it will actually want to turn. It's somewhat offset from the hole. So my guess is it won't really work. And, well, I don't really know if it's a straight neck anyways. And it's not. I'm wanting to give it closer to a 2. Bad about it just seems like it is bad. Alright guys, so we're going to check out the tone of this guitar. And, you know, I'm not a great guitarist, so I'm just going to play some things just to give you an idea of what the tone is, some simple chords. And I will tell you what pickup it's on. And right now, we are going to start with probably my favorite pickup position, the bridge. So, yeah, It sounds pretty bad with some chords, but okay. Just the neck pickup. Yeah, it's got all right. And then once you go to the highs, it drops back down again. I don't know. Let's try something a little bit different. And just to really help you guys out, we are using a Line 6 Spider 3 15 watt amp. I'm going to turn it to the insane setting and to try to do a sustain test on both the low end and the high end of the guitar.
Not bad.
Yeah, you can probably do some things, but you more than likely will be limited still. And then it's gone. I like that, and then it starts to fall apart. A tone, I am somewhat fine with the tone. I want to give it a 3. It has in the low end, for me it sounds fine.
Let's see. I give the low end a 3, the high end -4.
We do have out right now. It says Fender. It's not. It's a Squier Affinity
Telly.
Yeah, that's what this one is. About the price is what this is, and we have this out just to do a little bit of a comparison of the two. What we will do is we will do a little bit of a tone demonstration with this, and kind of give you an idea of what you actually could get for the same amount of money. You hear that, K-Tone? Do you hear that? That is a better high end. And even that's not even a great high end. This gives you an idea. Yeah, the Ktone guitar, the low end, it is nice, but it ain't great. It ain't nothing to write home about, and you can definitely do better. So yeah, with this being said, I think we need to go on to our next thing. Alright guys, so the value of what you get with the guitar is, of course, you get the crappy guitar. And you get your tremolo arm, which, as we mentioned, it's not great. And then you get a bag, which comes with kind of like a star bit. And it does come with the guitar strap. It does say Ktone on it, so if that's a plus for you, then there you go. You have something good to say.
Right.
So we have to rate the value of this guitar, and we're seeing that it's pretty much a beginner's guitar. The only thing that you're missing is an amp, and with everything that we've gone through in this review and our thoughts about this, I do feel like for the $155, I do feel like it should have came with an amp.
Yeah.
Because there are deals out there that are about 150 bucks that you do get an amp. I would say really, I'm wanting to say it should either get a 2 or a 3, but since I feel like I gotta make a decision, I'm wanting to say it is about, for the value, I'm actually wanting to put it about a 2. I really think the lack of an amp for a beginner's guitar is an issue. Out of the way, I do have to give some final thoughts. I have bought a guitar off of Amazon before, and really not knowing anything about it, I looked at the reviews and they seemed to be positive to the point to where I felt like I was comfortable. And I will even show that guitar now. I took a risk on this guitar, and this is a Main Street guitar company guitar. Look, it looks a lot like a Telly. It's basically what it is. It's got the body style. It doesn't have the tone. But to me, this was an example of something that seemed like it paid off. Guitar, and really any guitar that you buy off of the internet and you have not played and you're watching this review now, maybe you might think this is a good guitar. Maybe you will think we don't know what the hell we are talking about, which we might not. But maybe you might think this is a good guitar. Or maybe you will completely and totally 100% agree with us and take this and throw it out to the street, and whoever wants it can have it. So go into it knowing that you probably won't like it. That you are taking a risk. And so if you're going to pay $155 for one of these, go to Guitar Center, Sam Ash, whatever music store whatever music store is near you, and just pick up a guitar that's about the same price, maybe a little bit cheaper, maybe a little bit expensive, and play that. And if you like that, go home with it.
Yeah, you can do so much better for cheaper. Like overall score for the guitar and everything.
What was it that we said for everything?
It wasn't positive. I think the highest was a 3 out of 5.
Yeah. So I don't remember what we said for everything. In fact, I do think we did have slight differences.
Yeah.
But it was not good. In which we will put those scores, mine and then his, we will put those above, which I think his was actually better than mine. But they will be right here. Hello. And yeah, this is the Ktone whatever it is guitar. And we will see you guys in the next one.